Hey everyone, it's Mr. Pyro here, and welcome to my top 5 Fallout New Vegas weapon mods. Now remember guys, these mods are in no particular order whatsoever, they are just randomly chose out of a list I made. And these aren't the greatest weapon mods of all time, they are my personal favourite weapon mods. They don't have to be super crazy or over the top, they just have to be mods that I enjoyed. Now if you go on to download any of these mods and enjoy them, don't forget to endorse them guys. Now up at number 1 we've got Millennia's M14. Now I've had to limit myself a bit and only choose one Millennia weapon, because Millennia pretty much has the best weapons on the Nexus right now. So I've given myself a little rule, only choose one of Millennia's weapons. And I personally enjoy the M14 out of all the other ones. I know he has so many different ones, but I found the M14 to be the most fun to use. The weapon looks amazing and feels great, and you can locate it in Doc Mitchell's house. It's also integrated into the level list as well. The textures on the weapon look absolutely amazing, some of the best you can actually find on the Nexus. It also comes with free weapon mods as well, a suppressor, a synthetic stop, and a scope. And the gun also comes with its own custom sound. Up next we have Alien Isolation, Magnum Revolver. This is a custom revolver from the Alien Isolation game. The weapon is custom made with custom textures. Just like most of the other weapon mods on this list, this mod is also located in Doc Mitchell's house. The textures are 2K and look really cool. I notice a problem when changing the FOV, it seems like the gun sort of shrinks in your hand. But if you load the game up with the FOV you already have, the gun should be fine. The gun is a bit overpowered and obviously isn't 100% lore friendly, but if you just ignore the fact that it's called an Alien Isolation weapon, I'm sure this gun would probably fit into the world quite well. Overall, it's a very fun weapon to use and it's a nice homage to the Alien series. Unfortunately, this weapon doesn't feature a custom sound, but that's not really that big of a deal.
Come on!
Next on the list we have a PreWar Crossbow. This mod is actually an add-on to another mod called a Crossbow of the Wasteland. Crossbows are something that were never in the vanilla game, and you would expect something to be like that in a post-apocalyptic game, where you'd expect bullets to be scarce, but no, they never actually put a crossbow into the vanilla game. So this weapon definitely does fit the atmosphere very well. To locate it, you just gotta go into Rule's Shack, and at a workbench you can create a bunch of different bolts for it, but the normal bolts can actually just be created with scrap metal. And if you don't feel like going all the way to Rule's Shack, you can just go to Gene's Skydiving and find a cheat cabinet there. It's definitely a really cool mod and really does fit the world of Fallout quite well. It's a shame the bolts disappear on impact though. I feel like this could fit in quite well with dust. Next up on the list guys, we've got the Remington 700. This weapon can be located in Doc Mitchell's house on his cupboards in his kitchen. It comes with 3 weapon modifications as well, a silencer, a scope, and synthetic parts. The textures are extremely well done and it also comes with a custom sound. And the weapon is also added to the leveled list, so expect to see it out in the Mojave. The weapon really reminds me of a weapon from Red Orchestra 2. I really love the feeling of the bolt action rifles from Red Orchestra 2, and somehow they managed to make it feel exactly the same in Fallout New Vegas, and it feels absolutely amazing. It's an incredibly satisfying weapon to use. I'm a sucker when it comes to bolt action rifles, and this one is definitely no exception. Personally I prefer it without the scope, but with the scope it's still just as good. I'm sure Doc Mitchell's getting fed up with all these weapons being piled in his house by now. It's really great that all these real life weapons have been added into Fallout New Vegas, it just adds to that extra level of immersion.
You're a big ain't you, fella? Sexiest to me.
Last but not least guys, we have the Ruger SR556. This weapon mod comes with 3 weapon modifications, a silencer, an extended magazine, and an angled foregrip. And it also comes with its own custom sounds, and I must say they do sound extremely good. The weapon is also added to the leveled list, so you can find it out in the Mojave or in vendors. The textures just look absolutely beautiful on this weapon. It looks like a gun straight out of real life. The gun looks squeaky clean though, so it doesn't actually look like people have been using it out in the Mojave. But I guess that's the case with a lot of these weapon mods. And as per usual, you can find the weapon in Doc Mitchell's house, located on his kitchen table. Doc Mitchell must have a secret armory hidden somewhere, especially with all these weapons hidden around. This is an incredible weapon and I especially enjoy it with the silencer. I'm a really big fan of the sound of the weapon as well, it's incredibly good. As I said at the beginning of the list guys, none of these weapons are in any particular order. There are honestly so many amazing weapon mods out on the Nexus right now, I could honestly make a part 2 if you guys are interested. Tell me down below in the comments section, and also tell me what your favourite weapon mod is. If it didn't appear on this list, I'll be sure to go take a look at it. And also guys, some of you may not know I also have social media, so you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm actually quite active on there. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next one.